that's the whole thing. Like, Donald Trump and his fucking people, every time I read a comment from a Trump supporter, it's so goddamn divisive. It's so me oriented, right? And I just don't get it. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it because you got 40 million some people out of work. Like you say, everybody wasn't impacted. The people that weren't impacted, they label them as essential, but most of these motherfuckers you were throwing under the goddamn bus months ago. These were the lowest of the goddamn people and fast food workers and restaurant workers and all this. Yeah, you tell them to find a better job and shit, but now you tell them, don't go nowhere, we need you, you're essential, right? Motherfuckers that clean up office buildings and shit, people that were in the shadows that you didn't even notice before. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, now we're being pitted against each other because the people that are still working are saying shit like, why should somebody on unemployment get $600 a week and I'm out here still working? Why, you know, or why should anybody get anything because I'm not getting shit and I'm still out here working? And you know what? The fucked up thing about that statement is I feel their pain. I was a welder, or I'm still a welder. So the pandemic hit me up. I'm bringing home $1,000 a week. Unemployment, I get less on unemployment than even with the goddamn pandemic money than I was bringing home on my job. So do I want to get back to work? Fuck yeah, I do. But here's the thing though. I'm high risk because of my sickle cell. You see what I'm saying? So going back to work can equal a death sentence for me. No amount of money is worth that. I will be homeless first. And that's the stance that I'm willing to take. You know what I'm saying? I will be homeless first. I don't have kids, but if I did, we would be homeless, sleeping in the goddamn tent. Because this shit is going to pass one day. And daddy will have to be here when it do. So I can help to be here, so I can be here to raise you, right? Now anything can happen to anybody. But just running out and putting yourself in a situation where you can die, that's just not smart, okay? Everybody need to go back and listen to and watch the outlaw Josie Wales. Listen to Clint Eastwood say, dying ain't much of a living, boy. And goddamn, let that line stick in their goddamn head. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. They forced us back to work already. Now they're going to try to force the goddamn motherfucking schools to open. And then this second bill is going, like I said, it's going from being the Heroes Act to being if you're not poor already, just wait a minute, because you will be after we pass this bill. They want to help out people with 40,000, and about the workers real quick. Everybody that's been labeled as essential workers, right, and are out there working right now, I feel like they should be getting an extra $600 a week just for hazard pay. I don't give a fuck if you're a waitress or an ambulance driver. Everybody should get that, and that should just be the base. That should be a minimum. I don't give a fuck how they pay for it, the employers, whoever. These are essential workers, and I feel like it should be based on the amount of risk you're taking. You know what I'm saying? You know, like motherfuckers that actually are going to pick up COVID patients, they know they're at higher risk. I think they should get a little bit more. People, but the base should be 600. But anyway, that's how I feel. I'm not trying to go against my fellow working man, regardless what they do for a living or how they feel about me being on unemployment right now. This shit is real. People are dying. People are out of work. And we need help. You know what I'm saying? You know, but anyway, now they're trying to force the schools to fucking reopen. And it's like Donald Trump just continues to prove over and over again, he don't give a fuck about people at all. At all. When he was locking Mexican kids up in cages, you know, people, you know, like, yeah, we could say he was that cruel to Mexican immigrant children and shit, right? He was that cruel. Never did we think, you know, I mean, I was against the shit anyway, period. Let me get, you know, but I'm saying, if you look at that, you can't, his support, how could it, I guess his supporters look at that and feel like how he's doing to the immigrant children. He wasn't a monster, right? Anytime you lock any children up like that, anywhere, whoever did, whatever they, I don't give a fuck if they're white, black, Mexican, they can be Martian children. They can be puppies. When you lock babies up like that, you're a heartless monster, right? So now that he's trying to force kids back to school to their death, or to their death or illness or tragedy in their family, like, are we really gonna let this motherfucking man do that? Like, what the fuck? If I had kids, there's no fucking way I would send them back to school right now. I don't give a fuck who say what, who do what. Open them goddamn schools up and they will be empty. I promise you that. Ain't no fucking way. Look, they talking about the mental well-being of the children. What about a 10-year-old? Because children are not stupid by no means. If you think they're naive and they don't know what's going on, it's you that are naive and don't know what's going on. Children know. So if a 10-year-old child comes home from fucking school and they give their grandparent COVID fucking 19, that grandparent gives it to the other grandparent and subsequently both grandparents die. What the fuck do you think, how do you think that's going to impact that child going through their life, the rest of their life? Huh? How are you going to convince that child that they didn't bring COVID home from school and give it to their grandparents and kill them? And it's not their fault. Now, which it wouldn't be their fault, but I'm just saying, how could you convince them of that? It ain't about what I think at all. It's about the child in this hypothetical scenario, which will become a reality if they carry out, if they go along with the school openings. How would that child, how would you help that child? How could that child get over that? Especially if they were close to their grandparents, or aunt, or uncle, a brother, sister, because this shit kill anybody. What if they got a sick brother at home with sickle cell like me, and they give that little, and they give they 14-year-old brother, older brother, the COVID-19, and they don't make it out. All right, man. But money though, right? It's all about money. Fucking stupid, man. And I'm gonna tell you, man, Democrats do not need to go along with this shit, right? Democrats do not need to go along with this shit. I'm telling you, man, they don't, because a lot of people stayed home in the last election, man. And if you let the Republicans, let me tell you what Mitch McConnell was really trying to do, man, by demanding that the bill caps at $40,000 a year. He's doing two things. He's trying to cater to his base of people that are deficit hawks, even though the deficit didn't matter when they were giving $2.5 trillion to rich motherfuckers. Deficit never came up during the tax cut. But anytime when you gotta help regular people, that's the number one concern, is the deficit. That's the number one reason why regular people that bust their ass to make this country move every day, that's the number one motherfucking reason why we can't never have shit that's gonna make our life a little bit easier. And when I say have shit, I'm not talking about a shiny new Corvette. I'm talking about a fucking retirement or a vacation every now and then. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about simple motherfucking shit like peace of mind and healthcare. You know what I'm saying? Every time, every motherfucking time, it's the goddamn deficit, right? So what Mitch McConnell is doing is he's stroking the goddamn concerns of the deficit hawks, because they're the only ones probably left in the Republican Party, the motherfuckers screaming deficit and overlooking the goddamn blatant racism and goddamn motherfucking the corruption and just, I mean, shit, it's hard to put into words everything that's happening in this motherfucking administration. And I'm just gonna lock my brain up trying, cause you just will think of a million things because and you can't even concentrate on because as soon as one happened, another one happened. So anyway, they're willing to look all of the bullshit, right, and wipe Donald's ass while he continues to shit on the globe. They just gonna keep wiping his ass as long as they keep getting richer, right? And now, so Mitch McConnell is making sure them type of people, you know what I'm saying, because they're the rich people that is looking at the stock market saying send people back to work to die so I can make another $1 billion any goddamn way. That's who the fuck that's who the fuck they're really catering to. But anyway, yeah, so he takes care of their concerns, right? And at the same time, he divides the Democratic Party at the base. That's if the Democrats go along with this shit, because what he's doing, see, Donald Trump took a lot of the Democrats that left Obama for Trump were Democrats that felt like the party only gave a fuck about poor people and didn't give a fuck about working people anymore. And see, that's the other edge of that sword. And that's what Mitch McConnell is doing. He's trying to divide those people again, and then they split the Trump again. See, or they stay at home like they did before. Cause see, a lot of them people that was with Trump in the first election, you know, some people did give him, you know, believe he was going to be different and shit, you know, but everybody that's left now are just a blatant racist, but white supremacists, all that shit. But anyway, a lot of them people ain't there no more. So when he holds a 98% favorability with Republicans, you gotta understand, you know, if you have 100 people and 98% of them are in favor of, you know, you and what the fuck you doing, you know, that's still, you know, this. If 50% of them people leave, and then 98% of the people that are left agree with you, it's not still agree with you, it's not the same motherfucking thing. You know what I'm saying? So that number don't even count, the support among Republicans. Because we know when we see like the Lincoln Republicans making videos, the best videos in the whole election cycle have been made by them. But anyway, when you see shit like that happen, you know that the support's not there. You know what I'm saying? It's not there like it's supposed to be. And so that's what Mitch McConnell's ultimate goal is. He gets to do kill two birds with one stone. You know what I'm saying? He gets to please his deficit hawk side of his base and tighten them up. And at the same time, he see if he can drive a wedge right through the heart of the Democratic base and divide us. That's what they do. They divide with hatred and have us go against each other, where the workers and the poor people are at odds. Once again, y'all pass a bill that only help poor people, and workers like me are stuck out this motherfucker not knowing what the fuck we gonna do. So anyway, welcome to the goddamn working man's journey. And my name is Clarence Fowler. I was just having a good discussion with my wife, and you know, it was just like, you know what, let me just go ahead and hit record and see what happened on this. This will be a good introduction. So, yeah, welcome to the Working Man's Journal. My name is Clarence Fowler. You can call me Clip. And check me out, man. I'll see y'all in the next one.